The ghosts are moving tonight, restless.
Hey everyone, welcome back to A History of Horror. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, you can do so by clicking the link below. While you're there, you can also find my previous videos, going back to the antique thrillers of the 1920s. Today, I'm going to bring up a classic from 1959, House on Haunted Hill, directed by William Castle. When I started doing the series, I wanted to explore a bunch of horror movies and either provide historical context or talk about their influence on later films. So far, they've all been pretty serious in tone. However, I'm going to take a break from that right now and talk about a time when horror movies were meant to be fun. William Castle was a director in the 50s who had a certain quirky style to him. His trademark was adding gimmicks to the showings, which turned movie theaters across the country into a funhouse. Audiences going to see 13 Ghosts would be given special glasses that would allow them to see things on the screen. For The Tingler, he would have the theaters put buzzers in the seats. And for House on Haunted Hill, there would be a skeleton on a string flying above the audience for a clever jump scare. This was a time when going to the movies was really about the experience, and it's something I wish we could see more of today. The movie opens with an extreme close-up of Vincent Price talking directly to the audience about a party that he and his wife are throwing that evening.
I've rented the house on Haunted Hill tonight so that my wife can give a party. A haunted house party. She's so amusing. There'll be food and drink and ghosts, and perhaps even a few murders. You're all invited.
The way it's shot makes it seem as though he's breaking the fourth wall and talking directly to the audience. Vincent Price plays Frederick Lauren, a millionaire who's married to Annabelle, played by Carol Omart. The most important thing to remember about them is that they despise one another. So much, in fact, that Annabelle has attempted to murder Frederick in the past.
Don't let the ghosts and the ghouls disturb you, darling.
Darling, the only ghoul in the house is you.
And don't sit up all night thinking of ways to get rid of me. It makes wrinkles.
The plot itself is a bit odd. 5 strangers arrive to the party and are each offered $10,000 if they stay all night. But then he adds that they will be locked in at midnight regardless, so they never really had a chance to begin with. The rest of the movie plays out like more of a mystery, with the haunted house serving as a backdrop. Doors close on their own, chandeliers nearly fall on people, blood drips from the ceiling, and in the basement there's a pool of acid that can dissolve people to the bone. Most of the scares revolve around Nora, who is played by Carolyn Craig. She's the youngest and prettiest in the house, so I guess they wanted to make her into a damsel in distress. Vincent Price is incredible, especially when he shares the screen with Omart. Their bitter relationship, combined with his charm and wit, make for great chemistry. The movie doesn't take itself seriously, and I think that's what makes it work. It's meant to be spooky and entertaining, not disturbing or unsettling. The effects are low budget, and they remind me of the gimmicks you would see at a haunted house on Halloween. As I wrap up the 1950s, there are a few movies that I'd recommend if you're into the sci-fi schlock that came out during this time. My top 3 are The Blob, The Thing from Another World, and Them, the movie that I'm almost certain inspired aliens. Well everyone, thank you for watching. Next week we'll be entering the 1960s and a new era in horror with Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. Stay scared, I'll see you then.